get it figured out. Okay, so what we're going to work on today is how to improvise with your pentatonic and your blues scale. Okay, so there's a lot of, not a lot, but some people get a little bit fetched up in the theory of things, getting overly concerned about these scales and what degrees they are and the theory behind it and how it all works. And I kind of believe that when people are improvising, myself included, I have all these tricks and tools and scales and chords that I use, but when you're improvising on guitar and making a solo, you're not exactly thinking about all the theory in the moment that you're doing it. Okay, and the theory just kind of helps you get there a little bit. But what we're going to do, I want to go through a couple examples with the pentatonic scale in the key of A, and also run through a few examples with the blues scale. Okay, so let's say we're in A. Okay, so the scale you can use, your pentatonic scale, is A minor pentatonic. Okay, now if you're just starting to improvise, you know, there's a little bit of theory here and what a pentatonic scale is and why you're using the minor scale. Okay, the number one reason why you're using, I believe, the minor pentatonic scale here in this situation is because it's giving you that flat 7 in the A7. And it also gives you the flat 7 in your A minor 7 chord as well. Okay, so let's get right into it and run through a couple examples. Let's say we're in A. Kind of thing all day once you start jamming and improvising. Okay, so the differences between the minor pentatonic scale and the blues scale. Here's the minor pentatonic scale. Now the blues scale, what that gives you is that gives you a flat 5 scale degree in that scale. So that's going to sound like this. Now, differences between a blues and pentatonic, I never think of when I'm playing in the blues, I'm going to use the blues only, or I'm going to use the pentatonic scale. That flat 5 that's there, that note there, you just kind of think about that as a passing tone. And one thing that it really gives you well is that classic turnaround in the blues, you know. Okay, a little passing. That is just a passing note. So you can just kind of use the pentatonic scale as a bass, and keep in mind that extra note is over there and available. You don't always have to just say, I'm only in the minor pentatonic or I'm only in the blues. That blues scale just gives you a passing tone. You can use it every single time in every situation. Now let me just give you a few examples. So over here, I'm going to do this lick. Okay? And I'll do it on this. Without the blues scale, it would sound like. Okay, so it works there, and that kind of idea, unless they were playing a minor blues, like say Thrill Is Gone or something like that. I'm going to use the same thing. There too, works over every chord. So that's all that's given you is a little passing note. Now, as far as passing notes go, when you look at the pentatonic shape here, you can use passing tones between every single note in there. You can use every single note. Now, with that being said, and that blues note on that flat 5, it's not something that you want to hang out and reef on over and over again, same as all these little passing things. They're called passing tones because you're going to pass through them. One good riff there is something that looks like this. So let's play slow blues. Mark North. Hey Jay, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so we're having lots of fun here playing and improvising in the key of A and using our minor pentatonic scale and versus the blues scale. So again, just don't get too concerned about I'm only using the blues. North Dakota, hey, right on, brother, cool. We're in New Brunswick here, Canada. But yeah, don't get too concerned when you're improvising, because what that means to do, again, and I can't stress it enough, is to curate things on the spot. Now, all the best players, and you see people improvising and playing riffs and stuff, they're not always doing all that math in their head. Oh, it's a flat 5, I'm using the flat 2, I'm trying to hit the 9. You know, it's tricks and stuff that they've learned, and they know they work well in certain situations, okay? So let's do the examples again. So I'm going to use the blues scale. It's just the passing tone. Okay, so that was pretty much a jump swinging kind of blues, minor blues. Same stuff works. And all those in-between notes work as well. Now you can learn all your modes and stuff and understand them, and that's good to do. But if you just want to have some fun quick, you can go do the chromatic and go between every single note in there, keeping in mind the framework for that pentatonic scale is containing the notes that you ultimately want to hang out on and land on. Especially that A, that's a real important note, that pentatonic scale. Probably the most important note you have to learn is the root in there, so that's here. Then you have here and here. And then you also really want to know where your flat 7 is. That's this one. And that is this guy here. Okay? But as far as pentatonic versus blues scale, just keep in mind it's giving you that one little extra note in there, and you can use it every single time. You don't always have to think, oh, I'm in the blues only or I'm in the pentatonic only. It makes no difference. Just have fun. Here's the minor again. Okay, slow blues. That note's working every single time. And I'm not thinking as I'm doing this, oh, I'm in the blues. I'm just playing my pentatonic scale, realizing it's there. That's another good chord you guys gotta learn. A9. Okay, so hopefully these little tips help you out. Don't get too hung up on the theory right away. It is important to learn theory, and it's good to understand it. You just grab that pentatonic scale and have some fun. The blues scale just gives you that one extra little note. And a good way to remember the blues scale is giving you the flat 5, which is the classic turnaround lick. Okay? Works every time over all the chords. Okay, hopefully this helps. That's a lot of information, so I'm just going to jam out here for a minute, and thanks for watching. Hey, we got Jay from North Dakota. If anyone else is tuning in, please let me know where you're tuning in from as well. We're from Ross, New Brunswick, Canada here, and let's play a little blues. scale? Blues scale. Basically the same, one extra note. Don't overthink it. Grab your guitar and have some fun. Thanks for watching, everyone. Brian Baker here in Rothesay, New Brunswick, Canada. And just having lots of fun helping you guys learn to improvise a little bit. Go back, put the track back on to where I was playing rhythm, and grab your guitar and play along. And I believe that's probably the best way to learn this kind of thing, is just to play with other people, jam and get used to the flow of how everything works, and play a little blues and keep it real. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.